Joining us now is Utah Attorney General Sean Reyes. General Reyes, I just wanted your thoughts quickly about what you thought her performance from last night. Her goal walking in was to prosecute Trump. Did she accomplish her mission?
Thank you, Chanel. Right before I get into that, let me just say we all in Utah join our voices with all in America and across the world in remembrance of those who lost their lives in 9/11 today. Thanks for having us on. It's a sacred day. She absolutely failed. She needed a knockout, and she didn't get it. She got a couple of jabs in, but President Trump, he did a great job counterpunching. And I'll give you one great example. On Ukraine, you'll remember she was trying to burnish her foreign policy chops and talked about meeting with President Zelensky just 3 days before Russia invaded. President Trump immediately turned that around and said, exactly, you made my point. That's Exhibit A. You don't deserve to be there because Russia would not have invaded if I was there, and they did because of your failed policies. I think he did a great job. We have a saying in the legal world, res ipsa loquitur, which means the thing speaks for itself. And President Trump, all he had to do was contrast his record, his 4 years, against their failed 4 years, and he did it over and over again. He stayed on message, on the economy, on these lax immigration policies with jobs, and he did not let her escape the albatross that she was trying to distance herself from, which is these failed 3.5 years with Joe Biden. He pushed her, he pressed her, and I thought he did a fantastic job. Like I said, she needed a knockout. She did not get that.
No, she didn't. And she really needed to just, the bar had been set so low for her. I mean, she really just needed to string sentences together. I said this in my monologue, string sentences together and suppress her own cackling. And she managed to do much of that. But you could see when she started getting rattled, the moment Trump started pushing her towards her boss, saying, look, you have been in power. You are not the new kid on the block. You have been in charge for the past 4 years. And that really was all the point that he needed to make walking in. I mean, he really didn't even have to say another word after that. Honestly,
yeah,
he did well, but right, he did not even have to say more.
You're spot on. Let me contrast. President Trump, there was nothing new that they raised about him. They brought up the same things that we've heard 1,000 times. So they didn't score any points against him. Again, in fact, they tried to bring up January 6th, and he flipped that on them and said, where's the outrage? Why aren't we prosecuting the people who were burning America down the summer before January 6th in Minnesota, in Seattle? So they did not score any points. All she needed to do, because this was her one chance. People have seen President Trump. He's vetted nationally over and over. This was her chance to convince the American people on two things, that she has credibility and that she has substance. And she failed on the credibility side because she could not give an answer to why she's flip-flopped on fracking, on defund the police, on lax immigration policies. Then when it came to substance, they kept asking her, they kept giving her, trying to speak the words for her. And to your point, she reminded me of a coach who's the offensive coordinator who's auditioning to be the new head coach of a football team. And the media is asking, well, what are you going to do? And she's like, well, we're going to win. Well, how are you going to win? We're going to score more points than the other team, but you're not even scoring points as the offensive coordinator. How are you going to score those points? We'll have better plays. Well, like what kind of plays? Like, just tell us, if the run pass option, we'll have effective plays. I mean, she said a lot, but she didn't really have any substance behind that. I think people she threw a couple of ideas out. Hey, let's give incentives. So that to me is like, let's buy new uniforms. That's how we're going to win games. And I don't think she convinced the American people that she had credibility or substance. And even the ABC commentators afterwards noted that. There's no substance to these policies. There's no policies there.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.